loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup. It brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Reggie Gilliam
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bills get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Allen will try to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Rodgers to throw.
Pass complete, Tunyon.
And he's got some space here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
This game, boy.
Costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Interception.
He forces one there.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Playing that sorry-ass offense.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location.
Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby, the Packers, has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. Throwing Ryan to start out. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. A first carry from a collegiate star here in Wisconsin. It's Jonathan Taylor. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away in the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers sliding out of the pocket.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Ryan. This is intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Play action. It's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Quit. Man, I got these quitting, man. For real, boy.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Throwing right away is Winston. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across.
Boy, I bet your heart dropped, boy.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Back to it after the pick-6. Winston. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. They find some open field here. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Kamara trying again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Fourth down, Winston. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers.
Lead it out left to Dobbs.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Rodgers now on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down.
Slant route, he's got Dobbs.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Rodgers. Toward the pylon, caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40
Oh, man,
it's
hit
taken
that boy.
down.
Hit that
The
boy.
Saints
He
going to call the
sucks, man.
first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Let's go.
Rashawn Gary. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I know we don't have a special score to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he
Damn.
takes a shot on the release. This will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
Nothing.
And they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On the delay, Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So your intentions is to get to the damn to get a touchdown.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 1 second, all that remains. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. Second down, another shot for Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
Bingo!
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, it's Jones. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Being a hard hit.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
Being a hard hit.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as this defense went a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's complete to Dobbs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jones. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard as his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
He's got the tight end, Vanette.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. They'll throw again. Winston. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick six. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
I'm not watching that.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
Big bags. Big bags of big booty. So me. God damn. Side baby. Side baby.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Copyright the shit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now a swing pass, it's Edwards-Helaire. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelce. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. That's complete to Cobb. Gets through, and now an opening. Down the left sideline. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you put some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Chiefs nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but
he's got a man complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Mahomes now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Let's go.
As he's taken down.
I don't know what to do with it.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
Tell me something. What's your number? If you want it. No, I bet, let me best get. One man, you want for one of this on the PC. We don't just say I'm clean. Only a whole man at me. Send the yelling at me. Do your tendency. Wanna get drunk and nasty. Wanna get drunk and nasty. Eh, wanna get drunk and nasty. Eh, wanna get drunk and nasty. Eh, wanna get drunk and nasty. Eh. Nasty. Eh. Is. Yeah. Is. Hey man, put that shit in your ears, man.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it. Zone as he's down at the 27.
She wanna get drunk in there. She said she made an ad.
Yellow. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And some room to work.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Whoa!
Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey.
Let me get it back. Let me get it back.
Intercepted.
Yeah, let me get that back. I made a mistake.
And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Come on, bro. Like I threw it down.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try to work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 3 yards out. And the Packers are back within a couple of the lead. Crosby with the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
On 3rd down, here's Edogedog. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. One more time with Edogedog. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall.
Kick the ball, kick the ball.
Kick it. And now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Now here's Mahomes. And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Rodgers now on first down. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now a first down carry by Jones. There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Open man, here is Cobb. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 38 yards. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
You mad?
That could be an important swing.
Don't get
mad.
mad.
Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Crosby connects on the extra point. That makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he finally inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And
that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On first down, Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. Rodgers now to throw. Caught by Cobb. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
This a blowout, bro. This is a blowout, y'all.
Touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys have
Look, ain't he mad?
Very comfortable lead.
Drawing
So
penalties
another
and shit.
touchdown there, and even
Not
though
getting
we're
mad,
still
bro.
just in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them
Not
giving
getting
up
mad.
this lead.
And this is just an offense that's
If you're
imposing
mad,
its will
quit
right
the game.
now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it.
He's mad. That's why he drawing penalties
They're
and
rocking
shit.
and rolling right now.
That's why he drawing penalties and shit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
This
Nicole Hardman. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs.
But that 23.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to be able to break through. So wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try
Keep
for
the
2
ball,
is gonna
bro.
come up empty.
Don't play with me, bro.
And now a
Keep the
timeout
ball,
coming
bro.
from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Taken from about the 12.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, touchdown!
Touchdown! I appreciate that.
When you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quay Walker.
Third down.
He's going to get this down inside.
Go on quick, bro. Exit. Exit out. Hell no, nigga. Quit. What you mean?
Home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. A fairly short kick from the 14. Taking it right down Broadway. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown.
Touchdown. First play. First.
86 yards on the kick return. And the Packers are
first kickoff return of this game. Yeah.
Extra point.
Oh, that's so for that, boy.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 20.
Come here. Come here.
Here we go.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Room here to run. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense. It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Rodgers.
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
$12 yards there as they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
But the shuffle pass, and it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Here's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll be out of bounds.
Fuck off me, boy.
The 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
shotgun to give to Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here.
Shaking my head.
33. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He'll find Lazard here over the middle. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Alan Lazard, touchdown.
Good blocking.
Alan Lazard,
good blocking,
67 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their
niggas
lead.
out like I don't care.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
And this the second quarter, man.
Now
The second quarter,
here's
man.
Crosby to kick it away.
This is no shock to me, bro.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hurts.
That's good for an Eagles.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Final shot before half for Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Ready.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go play action with Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Three.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
19 right.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Throwing is Hurts.
His throw incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
18 rattling.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to work.
They sort of did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy.
Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Offense, stop playing with me.
Sleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles. And the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points
all
this
time.
half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you.
What you thought, boy? What you thought?
Slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Hey, hey.
This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Rodgers.
Throw it away. Throw it away.
But they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Get the first down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long.
Hey.
People would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
I'm
It's
down.
not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Okay.
Lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Rodgers now to throw.
He's gone.
Got a man.
Stop fucking playing with me, boy.
And he is out of bounds.
You know why I'm here.
He's inside the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone.
This game over with, bro.
I'm
telling you.
7 or 8.
Game over with, bro.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Again, it's Jones. And
Tell
he'll
you,
take
bro,
it
this
down
game
just
is
shy of
over
the
with,
15
bro.
at the
Don't quit,
16-yard
bro.
line. 4 yards the
You
pickup,
gonna listen?
first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going
Time
to
to
be
switch
second
up.
and 11. Off the option, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Back to throw, Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And I don't think
make
he got
sure.
there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And he got stole 7.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the defense here giving him no recourse but to get out of bounds after a gain of just a yard. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? You give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Thank you.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
But you chose to
obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete.
You suck.
Throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So a win here for the Packers. And we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there.
What's up, boy? Uh, 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 uh. You know what? I still choose you. I still choose you.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers.
Let's go. Don't choose hands. Don't choose hands. Who this? Who this? Who this is?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Rodgers going to come out throwing. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon.
Appreciate
and they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
43.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes rolling to his right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Here again is McCannon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's got room. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 24. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Down inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Rodgers, a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
I think that's going to stand, partner.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass out.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This is caught
Wow.
inside the 15. And before he reaches the 8-yard line. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Mahomes will throw for it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Let's go.
10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Crosby is good. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They go play fake. Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third? Touchdown! Noah Gray. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They run once more with McKinnon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got his man on the out route. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Joe Fortson
from 8 yards out.
And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
On a return from his end zone, Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. 75 yards. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score. Chiefs 30. Packers 20. Harrison Butker to kick off 4 games.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Up the middle, Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Meanwhile, Rodgers finds his man, Dobbs.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Allen Lazard, 28 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. Always got some breathing room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 186 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. On first down, McKinnon again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
That's complete to Dobbs. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Handoff, it's McKinnon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Rodgers to return it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. What can Rodgers do now with his drive? Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They run it with McKinnon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
They're going to pitch this out to McKinnon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Mahomes to throw it. Finding Kelsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They picked up a 1st down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a 3rd down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. McKinnon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And for the visitors, it is.
Wow, this dude beat me, man. Suck a nigga. Yeah, I'm out, man.